You know, I want you to understand this. Life is a series of failure and recovery. It's true. You don't have to amen that. It's true. Life is a series of failure and recovery. In fact, you proved it walking in here today. You ever thought about walking? You know what walking is? It's controlled falling. Thank you, ma'am, for that really loud, awkward laugh. I'll be better next weekend. When you're walking, think about it. If this foot doesn't come out, what happens? Face plant. Oh, come on, that foot saved me. Saved me again. Notice this controlled falling. Sideways. You can do it this way. Your whole life, every day, you spend showing yourself that if I fall, I still can step. If I fall, I still can step. And guess where I'm falling? I'm falling forward right now. And some of you need to realize that if you'll trust God and let Him help you with your steps, He will order your steps and you'll be able to fall forward into your purpose. Listen, can I tell you this? I'm preaching good on a Sunday. When you started walking, when you first started, you weren't good at it. Like your first steps weren't like, and your dad was like, oh baby, look, you're born with swag. That didn't happen. You was like, boom, and everybody celebrated. And as you got older, what'd you do? You got better, but you still stumble, right? How many of y'all know as good of a walker as you are? I mean, you could be a good walker. You could be a mall walker. You've got the hips. You get your arms in it. I just literally threw my hip out of socket. Okay. But you can still fall. It happened to me this week. Remember that, babe? I'm getting out of the truck and I just stepping up on a curb, and said curb was a little higher than regulation, city of Houston. And my foot hit it and I was like, huh, and turned it into a little dance move. My wife was like, what was that? I was like, it's a little thing the kids are doing. Learned it. She was like, I think you just almost fell. And I was like, okay, I almost fell. And she died laughing, which is a problem in our marriage. I'm gonna laugh when I fall. It's not very kind. You know what I didn't do? I didn't go, I've fallen. This is so dumb. I quit. I'm giving up. I'm never walking again. Bring me a stroller and push me to the store. And some of us are begging God for a spiritual stroller because we fell down. No, get yourself back up and keep walking. God's given you the ability to fail forward because you get a do-over. Somebody shout do-over. You get a do-over. God knows that destinies are defined by day-to-day decisions. We tend to think in big terms, but God deals with small starts. David, nobody even knew who David was when God calls David. God was the only one who cared about David. David's own dad overlooked him. When the prophet came to his house and said, the next king's gonna come out of the house of Jesse, gonna come out of your house. Bring me your sons. He's like, all right, I got all the sons. About David, nah, we're just gonna leave him out there. He wasn't forgotten. He was thought about and looked over. And God never looks over the looked over. God has a purpose and a plan for you. Gideon was obviously the weakest in his family, the weakest in his tribe, the weakest in his clan, and he knew it and everybody else knew it, but God showed up and said, you are a mighty man. And Gideon said, you are crazy. No, I am not. Why would God call him a mighty man? Because God doesn't call you where you are. He calls you where you're going, and he stands over there where you're going to be and says, come on, I've got something great for you. You may not be able to see it right now, but as many times as you stumble, I'll give you a do-over until you walk into your destiny. Don't quit on God because he hasn't quit on you.